We got a lot of people that are up early watching this show right now that run companies trying to figure out, how can I find the best people? Help them answer that question. What do they need to do to get not only an employee, Evan, but a loyal employee?
Yeah, you're asking a great question, and good morning, Brian. The challenge right now is that the quit rate is actually much, much higher than the hire rate. And I know we're all waiting the 830 job numbers, but we actually look at the hire numbers. How many people are actually hired throughout the month? Whether they're new or not, that's still affecting the overall recruiting industry and the turnover associated with companies. So while the numbers last month were actually disappointing, 6.2 million people were actually hired in December. That's the December numbers, and 4.3 million people quit. So if you look at those numbers as a percentage of the 2019 average, we're hiring 7.3% more than the average in 2019, but we're quitting 23% higher. So just on the December alone, 30% more people quit this December than last December. So how do you keep up with that? And that's really the challenge, Brian, right? You got to start hiring faster. And what we actually started to see as an indicator of this expense is companies were stocking up on recruiters like stocking up on Purell before the pandemic. And we saw this incredible demand, and we're still seeing it now for recruiters.
Yeah, recruiting is back. I mean, it's maybe that's its own job market, Evan. And with all due respect to anybody out there, I can't stand the term "the Great Resignation." Other than saying it right now, I won't use it because I don't think it's an accurate call. I know people just say it. I don't like the term because you just laid out the data. Resignation implies people are quitting and they're leaving and they're going away. You just said it. People are working. They're changing jobs. Maybe it's the job hopper economy more than the Great Resignation. And why not? You're in a lousy job. Somebody's going to hire you and make you, pay you more. You're going to do that. Where are people going? They're not quitting forever. They're just changing jobs. What are they doing?
That's right. That's right. So let's make it even easier. If I'm working remote and I've created this remote working environment, who cares my computer's the same. I'm still in my same office. I could be working for another company next week and my life won't change. My commute's not going to change. All those other things aren't going to change because I'm working remote. So the price that companies are paying for allowing people to work from anywhere is it's just so much easier to switch jobs. And by the way, that $50 billion is that the average cost to hire is actually, that's the money spent on hiring in 2020 was $4,425. So just take a look at that number. And that's on the low end side of the market, not the executive level side. So if you start looking at that number multiplied by the sheer millions of people more than that are going to get hired in 22, that number is going to be $50 billion.